You know, yesterday when we had that big rain, I saw some guy out getting a suntan on his lawn, and I walked over to him, and here it was a wino dead drunk on the...
Tonight, almost live, it's America Tonight. 30 minutes of TV on the UBS network, located on the UBS Broadcasting Mall in Alta Coma, California, the unfinished furniture capital of the world. With Big Turkey and Super Quack, who apparently are popular with children. Herb Matthews with a report about what President Carter is hiding. And a special appearance by Ms. Joan Rivers, who probably doesn't want to talk about it. With the music of Happy Kind and the Mirthmakers. And me, I'm Jerry Hubbard. Hi, everybody. And now, here's your host and mine, Mr. Barth Gimble.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. You could have done that for another half hour and saved me a lot of embarrassment. But instead we're going to start the show. Good evening and welcome again to America Tonight. I am Barth Gimble, and I must say, when I told you folks about my new mobile home a few nights ago, I never expected the kind of response I've received. And I'm not even talking about all those offers of marriage. Well, actually, I am. It was something like 24 proposals, I think. Unbelievable. Anyway, to the woman who sent those, the women, actually, that sent those proposals, and I'm proud to say, actually, at least judging by the names and the handwriting and the photographs, they were all women. I want to thank you all, really. I can't reply to you all personally. I think you understand that. But I will to some, and I think you know who you are. Right. Anyway, what really overwhelmed me was that so many of you sent little housewarming gifts for the mobile home. That was very sweet, and I want to tell everybody about a couple of things that folks sent in. They were great. You know, they just sent them in so that the place I call Gimble Manor can have a little bit more of the Gimble Manor. Two different spellings, of course. For starters, ER, a woman in Winnetka, Illinois, who watches us on Channel 36. You know what they say? They say, Winnetka always clicks with that perfect 36, and she is. Have mercy. She wrote a nice little note and said that she and her husband have lived in a mobile home for a few years now, and she knows the value of having things that are kind of small and compact, because you don't have a lot of space there. So she sent me something that she found a mail order catalog. It's the world's smallest can opener. It's about that big. It's incredible. Darnest little thing, and it really works. It opens cans like the dickens. You just need very thin fingers to turn it, and obviously no nails. So if one of those people who proposed to me turns out to be a thin-fingered woman who has lost at least 2 fingernails, we may have a match made in heaven. Or at least made in the kitchen. After that, who knows? Anyway, thank you to the woman in Winnetka. Okay. The other gift that I have to at least kind of acknowledge, I guess, is from a wonderful elderly woman or senior citizen, twilight lady, whatever they like to be called these days. You might remember last year when we were on the air back in Ohio, she knitted me a little toaster cozy, kind of knitted, fits over your pop-up toaster, and on those real cold mornings back there, you know, it helps keep the toast warm until you're ready to butter it, or as Jerry prefers, before you're ready to jam it. Well, this year, she sent me a very nice letter. Says she watches me every night because I remind her of someone she once met, and that's kind of sweet. And now that I was out in California, where it's sunny all the time, she knitted me a little case for my sunglasses, which I thought was great. And judging by the needlework, arthritis is getting worse. I'm sorry about that. But thank you, dear. I appreciate it, and thank you all who've sent gifts. I'm sort of sorry I couldn't bring them down to show them here on the air, but they're out at a swap meet right now in Bell Gardens. No. It's not that I'm going to sell any of them. I'd never part with them. I just want to just try to get some idea of the value of the stuff for income tax purposes. That's it. Now, let me introduce a man who gives new meaning to the word professional and no meaning at all to many other words. My co-host and announcer, Mr. Jerry Hubbard. Sounds like helping out with that YMCA car wash this Saturday paid off. You got some real friends.
It never hurts, no. And, you know, another thing I want to say about you, besides here's my host and yours, or your host and mine, and if I didn't say that, it'd be a long 30 minutes of silence.
Absolutely.
Okay, but you know something about Barth. He will accept a gift with all graciousness, and I've never heard you say, what is this piece of junk. Not on the air, anyway. Of course, we're hurt people's feelings. And there's an old saying about that. I had an uncle live back in Ohio, and he had a farm, and someone gave him a horse for a gift.
Really? That's
and his wife said, oh, isn't it wonderful? He says, I'm going to go out and I'm gonna look in the horse's mouth and check its teeth. I guess I can tell the age and its health. And his wife said, for heaven's sakes, why don't you just accept it as a gift? He said, no, I want to see what kind of a horse they gave me. He went on, he opened the horse's mouth, and the horse got nervous and reared back and bit down and cut off 2 of my uncle's fingers.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, they got sewn back on, but that night, he cried and wailed, oh, why did I have to look in the horse's mouth, please?
Is
there
a moral to this
Yes, there
story?
is. And this is the point, because at the end of the evening, they were sitting by the fireplace. He was still moaning and moaning, and his wife said, for heaven's sakes, Harry, I hope you know the old adage now, after all this time. Have you learned something? The point is, there's no use crying over spilt milk. Which is true. I mean, the fingers were bitten. There's no way to go back and undo that. And he kept saying, I wish I hadn't looked the gift horse, you know, and...
But spilt milk.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. You know, we here at UBS are, and we are here at UBS, such is our lot. We're very proud of our children's programming, though. We have one of television's finest educational children's show every weekday morning. The show, of course, is called Silly Barn.
Oh, yeah.
And tonight we have 2 of the great stars from the Silly Barn.
Are they here?
They are here. These are Jerry's favorites. Please welcome. You might want to write these names down in case you want to send mail in. Please welcome Big Turkey and Super Quack.
Don't you take it lonely, I'm a turkey and I won. I spend the whole day long with my face down in my pond. Now a duck can just go swimming. He really has the fit. If he doesn't have nobody, he can really call a friend. I'm a turkey who was lonely, but my luck it sure came back when I went out walking one day and I met a duck named Quack. I'm a duck who was deserted, and I really felt so jerky when I looked up from the pond, and then I met my pal the turkey. Now we're friends and are in my no matter what we do, like nothing we real nice. We birds of a feather who always are together. And remember, A, B, C, E, F, G, etc. 1, 2, 3, there's many more where that came from, so learn your lessons, don't be dumb. Hey!
Hey, terrific.
Hi there! Hi!
See you.
Yeah. You know, they're great. As I was saying, their songs are funny, but they have a meaning, too, if you listen to them a couple of times.
Absolutely. That one was all about friendship, and I think that was just terrific.
Yeah, that's friendship.
We're really glad that you come and see us today from the Silly Barn. Yeah, got out of the yard there, and that's great.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Gimble.
But it must also be nice for you fellows to be on a grown-up show like this where you can kind of let your hair down or your foam rubber, whatever it is, and just act like adults for crying out loud, huh?
Absolutely.
In fact, maybe one of you might even like to go full tilt and just be an adult. Want a cigarette?
Oh, no! Heaven forbid.
Just one. You're an adult for crying out loud.
Never.
Here you go. We'll talk him into it. We'll be right back after these words. Don't go away. I'm going to get back.
We're at Fisherman's.
All remember, of course, Watergate. I think it's the perfect time to bring it up. And what it did to President Nixon. Unfortunately, a new scandal and cover-up may soon surface within the Carter administration. Now, that's kind of sad, isn't it? We
Yes,
go
it
from
is.
just one to another. Please welcome a man who claims to know a little bit about it. He's a political columnist of the Washington Register, Mr. Herb Matthews. Well, Herb, let's get right down to it. Tell us what you've uncovered.
Well, it began with Hamilton Jordan, who allegedly spit a drink on a lady in a bar in Washington, and then followed that escapade up with a reported adventure where he spoke to the wife of an Egyptian diplomat and talked to her about seeing the Great Pyramids as he looked down her dress. You recall that incident?
Rude.
Yeah, well, that's historically inevitable as a result of perhaps President Carter's inclination to bring up a lot of good old boys from Georgia to the nation's capital to participate in government. Now, these good old boys, there's nothing that a good old boy likes better than a good old practical joke. And these boys are, there's a lot of practical jokers up there, and they're the ones who are going to make the trouble. And they're fond of raising you-know-what.
I think I do.
No, what?
They like to raise the swear word for heck.
Hell. Oh, hell. Raise hell.
Yeah.
I took the words right out of my mouth, Jerry. That's great.
And unfortunately, this kind of horseplay is going to escalate, and it happened first when President Carter went to England and visited the Queen of England and toured Parliament there. Well, some of the good old boys went in the back areas there of Buckingham Palace, see? And while they were back there, they short-sheeted the Queen's bed.
Why doesn't the American public know more about this kind of stuff?
Well, because it affects the president directly, as a matter of fact. You notice that the president himself was affected when the practical jokers took away his Polish interpreter, unbeknownst to him, and snuck in a Polish practical joker during that famous incident when the president visited.
Absolutely, and all of a sudden the old kielbasa really hit the fan, too. He was very upset about that. Those clowns probably thought it was the ultimate Polish joke.
Yeah, I think it was, I'm sorry, I have as good a sense of humor as the next man, but I think that was a disgrace. I mean, these Polish people have taken so much abuse over the past few years, and after all, what about their own personal dignity? I mean, I think we owe them, and I hate to be a wet blanket here, but I think we owe them dignity and respect as our brothers and as our equals. And what burns me up more, not only did they insult our Polish neighbors, but they had the audacity to turn around and make the Americans appear to be nothing more than dumb Polacks.
I think the most embarrassing incident of all was when when Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin was visiting Washington. Some of the good old boys took a greased pig and snuck it into his hotel room. Now, you know,
there's trouble.
Yeah, well, you know how the Israelis and the Jewish people feel about pork. Well, you know, you can imagine Prime Minister Begin's embarrassment when he came home and found a 400-pound Poland China running around his dressing room. It took a team of Israeli commandos to subdue the beast.
I think I know now that you mentioned about these practical jokes, because I saw Prime Minister Begin.
Begin.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm begging his pardon if he's watching. But I think I saw a picture of him wearing one of those big clown fake noses.
No, Jerry.
Or was it...
That's his nose.
That's his nose.
Yeah.
Right.
Those pictures distort very often.
You put on 10 pounds, apparently, when you're in a photograph, and sometimes you put it on right here. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Wrong. Herb, why would the administration bother to cover up something that sounds really more embarrassing than threatening?
Well, the simple reason for that, they're afraid of escalation, Barth. Because one prank leads to another. I think the clearest example of that is in the Soviet Union, where when we were there for the SALT talks, some of the Americans put a whoopee cushion underneath Premier Brezhnev's chair, and he sat down. He's a heavy man. He sat down on that whoopee cushion and made a rude sound that was heard throughout the Kremlin. See?
Echoed.
Yes, echoed down the corridors of power there and caused considerable embarrassment. Well, the Russians weren't going to take that sitting down, so they retaliated in kind. The KGB went into the American embassy laundry and fixed all the zippers on the American delegation's trousers so that the flies were permanently open, could not be closed. And the American SALT team had to negotiate with their zippers undone, and that's no fun in a Russian winter, you can be sure.
Well, we thank you very much for exposing these shenanigans here at the top. Maybe they'll make a movie about it. Who knows? On All the President's Clowns, starring Robert Redford and Steve Martin, that kind of thing. And you can play the part of Dr. Beef Whoopee. It could be fun. Nothing against Bob or Steve. We'll be right back after these words. Thank you, Happy. Let's have a nice hand for Happy Kind and the Mirth Makers. How about it? Yeah, they're a real budget stretcher, but they're worth it. You know, my special guest, Miss Joan Rivers, has been called the funniest woman in America.
Oh, you can say that again. When it comes to comics, forget Milton Berle. Well, I mean, of course, he's not a woman, so he's out of the running right there. But when it comes to female comedians, you can count Joan Rivers on the fingers of one hand.
For those of you who are good with numbers will be able to test that theory, because she's here, and she's with us tonight, the one and only Joan Rivers. They all think she's the funniest woman in America, and I know I do. Joan, I know your new movie, Rabbit Test, is doing great. Yes, there it is on your shirt. I know you wrote it. I know you directed it, so I know you must be just sick to death of talking about the son of a gun, so I promise no questions about Rabbit Test. Now, we'll do some real person-to-person talking here.
Great.
Tell me, where were you born, sweet?
I don't mean to... They said I could talk a little bit about it. No, because otherwise it'd be on Carson, you know?
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true, because I'm there, they would ask where you were born.
Yeah.
So it's called Rabbit Test?
Rabbit Test,
Fine.
and it's my movie, and I brought you some bumper stickers if you would like. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, bring these to Washington. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, if you'd like, just put them on. Honk if you've seen Rabbit Test.
Well, there's an excuse to buy a car, Jerry.
I don't know if this will fit on a bicycle, maybe over the back.
Or on a pant leg. I'll do it.
Sure.
Why not? We'll get this thing done. You wrote it, you directed it.
I wrote it with a man named Jay Reddick. He's
Jay
a Gentile. So that's... It's a new concept in comedy.
So it's an adventure.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
Okay, I'll put it right there. Too bad the duck isn't out here. He could honk if he'd seen Rabbit Test.
It's a tragedy, though.
It's kind of sad. Yeah, now you have some other things here for us?
I brought you each a T-shirt, if you would like. You know, they're $6 each, but they're well worth it. And they're washable.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Yeah, you can
Jerry,
probably
you
wear
go
them.
with the short sleeve. You have larger
That's nice for
arms.
bowling. I brought a clip with me, and then I promise you a few jokes.
Then we've
I'll
never
give
had
you
a
3 jokes
clip.
now.
Give us one, then we'll go to the clip.
Okay, give me a topic, because I promised your producer I'd do a joke or two.
Okay,
I don't like plugging
Washington.
Washington, that's interesting.
President Carter.
Okay.
Yeah, is, God gives him, every time he tells a lie, God gives him another tooth.
That's...
Okay, well,
So we have that clip?
you tell me about your sisters.
Oh, she lives with my mother. I'm really proud of her. Someday she's going to be a big tap dancer.
Is she good?
I think so. Right now she's working as a taster in a candy factory, but you'll see someday she's going to be famous.
Would you like to be famous?
No money, huh?
No, I just really love teaching. I know there's no money in it or anything, but I've never felt that money. Do you feel that money? Yeah, I mean, money can't buy happiness. I mean, people who have a lot of material things are always selfish and miserable. They tend to overlook the really important things in life.
We interrupt this commercial announcement to bring you a commercial announcement.
I guess it's no secret that a lot of people today are on their second marriage. Well, that's nothing to be ashamed of, especially at Jean's House of Cakes. Jean herself, as of recently, is now on husband number 2. Just a youngster, too, by the looks of him. Good for you, Jean. And that's what gave Jean a great idea for all you other two-timers out there. Ladies and gentlemen, Jean's House of Cakes second wedding cake. Every bit as beautiful as the first, but designed so that the top will include not only the bride and groom, but their children by a previous marriage as well. And there's also room for whatever you want in the settlement, like a house, perhaps a car if you were lucky, or maybe just old Fido here. All reminders that you were off to a good, warm start with this one. Jean also knows that the bride's mom and dad will probably not foot the bill for wedding number 2. Especially if they dropped a couple of big ones on the first with the open bar and the sliced London broil for 200 people at the party house, huh? Well, don't be scared off thinking, wow, I could never afford a cake that looks that beautiful. Well, my dear, you are as wrong about that as you were about your first husband. 3 of these layers are as false as his vows, as hollow as his promises, and as tasteless as the things he told your lawyer. Okay. On top, Sweet and just enough real cake for you, Mr. Right II, and, of course, the kids. So the next time the urge hits you, whether it's on the spur of the moment during the lunch hour, after a pitcher of sangria at 5, I think you know what we mean.
Doves? Do you like
Love
doves?
them. Yeah, later we'll talk about the doves. Why not go ahead and plan that second wedding? The cake is almost worth it. Jean's House of Cakes is located right here on the UBS Mall within walking distance of the Beverly Coma Motor Inn. Jean, she also has cookies.
We return you now to the commercial in progress.
You heard, I'll tell you one that I heard down at the UBS cafeteria. A fellow went into a bar and he really needed a drink and he said, hey, bring me a double. Bartender went in the back, came out with a guy that looked just like him. So,
Rabbitons.
now how come your two bees have ears and mine don't?
Well, I gave you a better one.
Okay, this is
Would you
great.
like another joke? I know I'm not here just to push the movie.
Well, I would love another joke, but I think we have to go away for commercial for right now. We'll be right back after these words. Stay with me.
Levitt.
Wonderful talking to all of you. Best of luck in Washington. And I have an idea for a film that I've been toying with. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I was thinking of redoing the Defiant Ones with myself and Marilyn Chambers. Is there anything to... Just a thought. See you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.
Tonight, some members of our studio audience will receive the following: classic curves from Ditto's, the Feel the Fit Company, pens to make every woman feel beautiful, sizes 3 to 15 and 8 to 18. And Lillian Vernon's catalog gift certificate, jewelry, gifts, decor, personalized items, and things from practical to whimsical, furnished by Lillian Vernon. And Marichon's Instant Lunch, tasty noodles and rich, hearty soup broth that cook in their own cup in just 3 minutes. All you do is add hot water.
Wednesday, July 5th at 7 p.m., the dynamic television series The FBI returns to Channel 13. It's non-stop action starring Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. And next, the conclusion of the first semi-annual America Tonight tribute to America Tonight.